city, having claimed their bounty, getting lots of delicious gold, getting a sum of, what was it, 3,000 marks?
2,500 after
services are ended.
Yeah.
After Hippo took his cut.
That's Hippo guy.
No.
So, you guys had a map that you guys had Mackleby copy into his little diary. After which, did you dispose of said map, Hippo?
No, I rolled it up and stuck it in my boots.
Okay, so you're still keeping a physical copy.
For now.
Alrighty.
I'm ready to eat it at a moment's notice.
Ready to eat it. What are you, Burke?
It's in Burke's boot. Ready to eat at a moment's notice.
Oh god, please no.
Quick, Burke, eat the map!
Nom nom nom.
It's the delicious cheese that goes in my shoes that helps that going down.
For a sweet XP bonus, which city were you guys heading to last week?
Shit. Did we go back?
Did I actually write this down? Because I cannot remember the name of the place. But it's the mind control place.
Yep, you guys were going to head to Tul Jordan, and then you were going to decide how to go about going from there, and then out into the wilds beyond it. So, gents, at this time you are still on Xanath at the moment. You're in the Mercantile Quarter. You guys have got a place to stay for the evening. You've handed in your bounty. You've had a chat with Angie. Burke did not get to bang anything and went to go sleep off his exhaustion. So you'll lose 1 level of exhaustion, so you'll still have 1 for the time being. And that was pretty much it. Everybody's luck refills, everybody's HP pools refills, all that good stuff, all the level ups, all the spells. You guys, loot. Did you guys distribute your loot? Did you discuss your loot distribution?
Oh, the magic shit, yeah. That's all done.
Yeah, I think everyone else. I got I know I got the bag and the I'm immune to poisons thing and sickness.
I got
the amulet of, okay, yep.
Isn't it only poison? Or no, sickness, not poison?
Think it.
I can't actually remember.
Have a look.
I wasn't here when it was translated.
Let me have a look here. I actually linked them all the stuff. What you got was a Prept of Health. You are immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant. If you are already infected with the disease, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant.
You can get AIDS with that stuff, by the way. You don't have to be careful with the horse.
Griffin said
Periapt
of Health.
That's the text
you are
for the...
immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant.
Good is
if you
gonna
are
have that
already
thing
infected
borrowed.
with the disease,
the
effects of the disease are suppressed while you...
If there's one person who could probably give the magical immune to disease thing a disease, it'd be you.
Yeah, but he really wanted a ring. He wanted to be a pretty little barbarian.
Not for his finger. So...
Why? Why you do this to me?
Because
I really needed 1 more armor.
So, gents, what are we doing?
Well, we could go back and see what was going on with that.
Why don't you guys just... Guys, I woke up, I forgot what we did last night. What did the lady tell us?
We got a map.
A map to where?
Sunwell.
Did she give us any other interesting information?
No.
Well, that's a lie.
Really nice.
I'm paraphrasing here.
Well, don't paraphrase.
Well, something about her being one of the guards for a camp that was like doing archaeological digs and something, and bad shit happened, like lots of bad shit. And some dude was talking about some I don't remember anymore.
You guys have nobody but yourselves to blame.
Loads of bad shit though. And we're going straight to it. Yeah.
So we need to go there at some point, but we want to maybe first get prepped.
Probably a good idea. How many marks have we got?
We have, at the moment, pretty much the 3,500 marks that we've just won, plus 3 emeralds.
We won it. Did we do a competition?
Yeah, the Abeloth was having a competition. If you beat him, you got to keep all his gold.
Ah.
So we have. Did we trade in the 3 emeralds as well for this, or was this just the reward money?
No, it's just the bounty payout, basically.
Yeah, we got paid 2,500 in total.
So we've essentially got the 3.5 plus 3 emeralds.
Yes.
So 3.5. I mean, we can take some of that to. We don't have to take a job just yet if we want to rather go and do some researchy, exploratory stuff.
It's probably a good idea.
So I don't know what anyone else says. I don't know if Macabee's not here yet. If we want to go and research, I mean, why did we head off to this mind control place?
Because the Sunwell's near it.
Ah. Well, I suppose this is a city of wizards, so they might know something.
But remember, we need to think the happy thoughts and get the tinfoil hats before we go in.
Well, I mean, might not be the best place to get information because I mean, I'm pretty sure, whatever government is scrying on our brains, will probably be rather interested enough asking questions of stuff in a place.
We do the research here in Zaneth.
Yeah, I agree with that. We should probably do the research there. It sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Where would we go then to do research about this, do you guys think? Yeah, Griffey, I want to do a law check. Is there any city that's known for its library, like a famous, if you have to say, this is the Library of Alexandria?
Make a straight go for it. What would be the equivalent?
19.
That's a very good question. That's a pretty good roll.
Plus 1, so
shit.
I got a nat 20.
Goddamn. I'm just trying to think what would be the most relevant to what you guys are trying to do. In Zaneth itself, like Zaneth is distributed into 10 districts, right? So the Zagavor are basically your engineers and scientists. So they've got, large libraries to do with more arcane and practical applications. Not really history and the like. For church-related lore, honestly, Vault is probably going to be your best bet. The Church of Wookties is very much obsessed with collecting lore relating to the past ages and rebuilding Mirigani parts of their culture. So they'd have very large stores of information related to those kind of topics. Other than that, if it comes to like more crazy kind of like magical research, experimentation, that kind of stuff, Corvas is probably going to be your best bet. Because they're just like motherfucking science 24/7, yo. So.
Well, I suppose I wouldn't feel comfortable going back to Wookties' house because we don't know who there works for the Inquisition. I mean, what do we need to know? We need to find out about the Sunwell specifically, and then we need to find out about a monster that sounds similar to the monster that we've heard described.
I think finding out about the monster is probably a priority.
Yeah.
We need to find out the monster, which defining traits for something like turning people to stone and breathing fire.
Yes.
Got a lot to go on.
So, well, I suppose monsters that can do both of those are not very, very
Nope. Not common.
Not common. So, I mean, if we can find someone who has a lot of lore, it should be easy to zoom in on like it could be one of these 3 things or whatever. So, we probably want to go to a less historically placed. So, would the scientists be the ones who study monsters, Griffey?
Well, yes and no. Like, they don't specifically study monsters per se, but yeah, you could be guaranteed one of them would go on, hey, can I stick a death laser on a, wyvern kind of thing. There's a Garvor are bioengineers, so they are the guys who create things like owlbears and, chocolate flavored bacon and all that kind of thing. So they might also know, when it comes to biology, they might know of something like that, since it's their field to crossbreed magically such creatures.
Oh, the place where that weird ass fucking druid is fucking shit up at the moment.
Yeah, let's not go there. We could also ask the Veronian Legion. Someone might have fought one, or the pigeons may also have fought one, or something.
They may have, but I mean, the pigeons not going to really do anything outside of the cities.
Yeah, they're more city guard, not so much adventurers or mercenaries.
Or we could ask the Veronan Legion, but otherwise we might want to head back and talk to the bioengineers.
I think the bioengineers might be one of our best bets. Because if they don't know if such a creature exists, I'm pretty sure they could make one.
Oh, yeah.
Not that we want one made, but maybe they know weaknesses of those both things. I mean, I'm always okay with having a fucking creature that can breathe fire and also turn things to stone that's not going to kill me.
Well, maybe we should also... Things that turn things to stone by looking at them. If people know of, like, basilisks and shit, maybe we should find out how people fight them without getting turned to stone.
That's a good idea as well.
How do we fight basilisks?
Yeah.
Alright, so... where would you guys like to head first?
I'm thinking if we head back to the other city, because the Veronan Legion might know how to fight basilisks.
But we're still in Xanath, so...
Who doesn't like cities that much? I guess it's hang out in the wild for a while.
So you could hit up either the bioengineers or the Veronan Legion. You're in the city at the moment where they base from.
This is probably just an information gathering quest, hopefully. Do we want to split up? Like, half of us like go talk to Veronan Legions, like maybe Drusov and Burke, and the rest of us go figure out this bioengineer stuff.
You can do that.
Right, I'll tag along with the smarts then.
So we're gonna me and Druss will go to me and Berkey will go to the Veronan Legion, and everyone else will go and talk to the alchemists.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, especially since there might be the druid, so I think we need the larger party here.
All right.
Well, we won't be fighting him if possible.
Heading down the heavily fortified thoroughfares of Xanath, you make your way to the large province, I suppose you'd call it, that the Veronan Legion makes their home in. Who would you like to... where are you planning on going? I mean, just saying I want to speak to somebody is rather broad. Are you looking to speak to what? Like quartermaster, heading up a bar, to chat to like a veteran? What do you guys plan?
I would like to try and find a quartermaster or veteran who can point us towards the Veronan Legion. Must have specialists who fight critters. I mean, they're pretty big. I would expect not everyone goes up against everything. So I want to see if there's a local, like, these are the guys that normally hunt monsters, and then go and chat with them.
Like their scribes.
Hey man, do not fuck with their scribes. They'll stab you in the eye with a quill. Alright. So, what do you want to do first? You want to hit up like a bar or something for a vet? For a vet kind of thing?
Yeah.
Alright. Glancing around, it doesn't take you long to find a drinking establishment. Being as this area is heavily populated by soldiers, drinking establishments are in rather large supply. It being both an extremely lucrative trade and it being a very dangerous trade, since they tend to break all your damn furniture if things get out of hand. You see that the sign outside is very weathered, and it's got the symbol of a tankard cracked in half, the drink spilling out of it, faded by the sun. You head inside. Most of the ceiling is quite low to the ground, and you actually take 2 or 3 steps down into the building itself, most of the floor being below ground level, serving to insulate it against temperature changes. And you see in the middle is a wide fire pit, and you can hear the murmur of quite a few voices around you. You see off-duty Veronan Legionnaires of all stripes, some of them younger, looking like they've come in fresh off training, and some of the more grizzled older folk sitting around tables, some of them dicing, playing cards, others sitting there drinking. And you can see here and there quiet, reserved gentlemen serving the drinks in here. And very definite absence of barmaids, as far as you can tell. You see near the fire a group of very grizzled veterans. You can see the service stripes on their shoulder, denoting their years of service. Many of them looking like they've been in the Legion for a good 5 or 6 years at this point. Busy sharing a drink, laughing loudly.
Okay, well, I'd like to go up to the veterans and say hello.
Say hello.
Evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, they look up at you a little bit oddly, since it's about Not quite evening just yet.
Oh, okay. Well, afternoon, gentlemen.
Well, what is a dwarf doing in here?
I have a question I'd like to ask of you chaps. Although I understand that, asking questions is thirsty business. So first let me buy you a drink.
For a moment there I thought we'd have to toss you out in your ass. Come on, sit down.
Sit down.
Signals at the barman to bring you a round of drinks. As the drinks arrive, it looks pointedly at you.
So, me and my friends have recently, me and my team have recently done some outsourcing business for the Legion, where we had to go kill something underground. We're currently looking at our next project for a different client who's told us that we might be facing something that can petrify people. Now I'm hoping you could point me towards someone in the Legion who might be able to give us some pointers on what to do with a creature like that. I've never fought something like that before, so I wouldn't quite know where to start.
Well, it's going to be depending on the creature. How's it trying to petrify you?
We think it uses
on you. Is it trying to look at you?
We think it uses its gaze, but we don't know much about petrifying creatures, so that's the only way we thought creatures could turn you into stone in the first place.
Well, not so long ago, we fought a drake out in the desert, and its breath was gaseous and could turn anything it touched into stone. So quite a few men lose limbs, not getting out of the way fast enough. So that could be one thing you need to look out for. If it's gaze, well, it's pretty easy. Just don't look it in the eye.
How do you fight something, though, that you can't look at very well?
Carefully. Very, very carefully.
How can you kill something which has no life?
I suggest you try either covering your eyes with bindings, or maybe if you have a cleric with you, using one of them blinding magics. Save yourself from catching an accidental glimpse of the creature and getting turned to rock.
And do you know this gaseous petrification? Does it have to actually touch your flesh or just touch your clothes?
I think it's either. I'm not really sure. I mean, I can't say I fought one of them myself, but from what I understand, it turns everything it touches into stone.
Is there anyone in the Legion who specializes in fighting drakes like that?
Oh yeah, there's the Slayers, but you ain't gonna have any chats with them anytime soon.
Oh really? Are they out somewhere?
Almost the entire regiment's been bought up. They shipped out soon. Don't know where. Don't gonna ask. But somebody with a lot of money has just recruited the whole lot, all 3,000 of them.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
Hey, it's a lot of money.
Well, gentlemen, thanks for your help. Much appreciated.
He kind of pointed glances at his tankard again.
I was going to say I'm going to buy them all another round of drinks, and then me and Berkey will head off.
Burke's just standing in the back.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about these fancy dwarfs.
Fancy dwarfs. Alrighty. So you guys head on out. Alrighty. So it was.
Berkey had an idea. Should we try to get some stone-resistant potions or something?
We can head past a alchemist. Actually, me and Berkey can do that on the way back, seeing this has gone probably slightly better than anticipated.
Shouldn't Elros, the alchemist, do that?
Well, we can ask. We can just go into an alchemist shop and ask if it's possible, and if it is, then we can let Elros know.
All right.
Because Elros is currently out doing other stuff.
All right. So you guys make your way back towards the engineer district, and keeping an eye out for an alchemist shop. You eventually spy one. Probably about a good hour or so after you guys leave. You make your way inside, and you see that the shop inside was at one point quite roomy, but it is now just filled with shelves upon shelves upon shelves of different potions and salves and ointments all over the place. Various colors, various viscosities, just covering the entire shop. And way at the back, you see a tiny gnome lady with grey hair, decrepit and curled over with age, and squints blearily as you enter into the shop. Hello?
Afternoon, ma'am.
Oh, hi.
Hello there.
I'd like to see if you've got a specific type of potion.
Oh, you got all sorts of potions.
Me and
Hi,
my
doggy.
squad are potentially going to be off fighting something that can petrify people. And we're not sure if there's anything that you have that might, be able to prevent petrification.
Well, it's going to depend largely on how the creature does it. But there are a couple of things that such potions all have in common. Is that they serve to fortify the body. Because it is, after all, a magical defect, and it creeps across the flesh. To fortify the body,
Only
should
if
have a
the
good chance of
flesh is
surviving.
weak and Burke's starting to flex.
She squints up at you because she could barely. She's so short and she's so blind. Like she can't even see your face from all the way up there where you're, where you are currently.
But Berkey's also flexing his calves, man. She can see those.
My calves are pretty huge,
Such a potion could be made, or I might even have one in the back. I'd need to have a look. But such things tend to be pricey.
How expensive are we talking?
Well, their ingredients tend to be rather pricey, but 350 marks, maybe a little bit more depending on the potion.
And you say there's a different type of potion. It would be different depending on whether these,
The potion, if you know what exactly will be causing the effect, I could perhaps recommend a more specialized remedy or preventative measure.
Fantastic, thank you. I think we might be back tomorrow. We just need to go and discuss this with our comrades in arms.
Oh, yes, do come again.
Thanks. And then we're going to
head back to her counter. All right. So you guys are traveling, and then you said the other guys was going to be Elros and Kolvar and Mackleby. You guys are going to hit up the bioengineering district.
See if we can actually find anything alive there.
So you head down to Zagarvor. Once more arriving at the teleportation circle with these strange, pale bluish ooze pumping under the translucent streets. And you see now that many of the buildings, the texture of the walls has actually changed to an almost blue-gray, bark-like substance. Buildings are all still standing, and you can see people moving around to and fro. You can see the occasional cart going past, but a lot of the buildings, the actual texture of the buildings themselves has changed.
But everything looks normal.
There aren't piles of body parts and shit here anymore.
No, so it looks like most of the. But remember, this area, the immediate arrival area, is still fine for the time being. You guys went a little bit deeper in last time into the other districts. So, who are you guys looking for?
Well, is there any
fight?
Central, not central, some kind of library or something? Do they actually collect any information in the central point? Or is it just a hodgepodge of different shops working on researching different things?
Think of it more as research institutes. Trash K is now playing Warframe. Think of it more as research institutes.
I'm trying to get tabletop to work. It's not working. It says it can't connect to Steam.
Huh.
So you've got all
Restart
sorts of...
Steam?
That's what I'm doing.
You've got all sorts of different buildings, almost like campuses, where they tend to have testing grounds, laboratories, research areas, containment areas, that kind of thing. It's split up almost into miniature university grounds, if you want to call them that.
So we need to find one that specializes in bad creature shit. Not the ones that turn shit into tasty creatures.
Yeah.
Well, you can see around you there's all sorts of different signs. You know, some of them are like very illustrious looking, you know, like gold gilt leaf signage, you know, kind of thing, like Zagar Vor, biological industries, and others are like Sullivan and Sons, you know, proprietary creatures. All
I
these like
think
various signs.
Burke had an epiphany.
Okay.
We need to make a creature that gives a lot of XP, and when you kill it, it gives like, you know, I don't know, fucking beer blood or something. So we get lots of XP and stuff. Woo!
That is so retarded. That's amazing. I love it.
Beer and XP.
All right. So, Kolvar and Elros.
Wouldn't that creature just be Burke?
Yes.
Beer blood. He'd give us XP.
There's not enough. There's not enough beer in my blood.
We could just
no,
ride
no,
them like
no,
the
no,
Mongol
beer.
road horses, and just tap a vein when we're thirsty.
So, Elros and Kolvar, where are you lads going?
Well, you got any ideas? Or...
Maybe ask around. Ask some of these like smart-looking types that are walking about. See who they know anyone that specializes in like big-ass creatures that are bad.
I mean, you go ask him. You're so friendly with people, I guess.
Yes, Mackleby, you're so friendly with people. Go ask them.
I don't even know what's going on.
We're trying to well, since you're already awakened from your coma that keeps happening for some reason at
That's
times.
the good thing. He's like, no, you can just pick him up and carry him easily.
We're trying to figure out because you know the Sunworld. Roger researched the Sunworld's guardian thing, and so it's a creature that can turn people into stones and also breathe fire. So we're trying to figure out if anyone here has any knowledge of such things, or if they don't, is how would you defeat such a creature? That's kind of what we're trying to figure out, but we have no idea where to ask.
We're
lots of places.
We're looking for like the establishment that specializes in creating or messing about with giant creatures.
There's gotta be a scholars guild or a historical guild.
Yeah, there's many of them. We have to find the specifics.
Because there's like stuff like Bioengineering Institute and shit. Fucking try to figure out these goddamn political wars. I don't fucking even know.
I mean, all around you, there are, you know, every block has got numerous of these establishments. Remember, Xanath is a very specialized city. You know, every district is dependent on another district for one of its basic services, be it sanitation or food or whatever the case might be. But in return, provides a service to the other cities again. And the Zagarvor, the area where you guys are now, is very much for scientific experimentation related to the creation of life or crossbreeding different species and that kind of thing. So pretty much everywhere you go here, you know, except for maybe the odd restaurant or, you know, cafe, is going to be something to do with that line of inquiry.
All right, well, let's just pick one.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Mackleby looks around and chooses the first door on the right.
Alrighty. Sullivan and Sons head into the very modest building. The windows themselves have very, very thick metal bars in front of them. A little bit at odds with the cheery signage out claiming the name of this building. And you head into a very well-appointed entry hall where you can see a couple of stools have been set against the one wall for people to wait at. And you can see that as you walk in the door, you hear a faint chiming spell that Mackleby you're familiar with. This is the alarm spell, triggering to let them know that somebody has entered the premises. And from this little room, you see there are two doors heading down into the back. The interior textured in the same blue-greenish bark that you guys have seen now that you've returned to this area. And after hearing several clangs and what sounds like a muffled explosion, you see a very, very hassled-looking elf come staggering out of the back wearing a white lab coat with a very, very thick leather apron that appears to be splashed with ichor and burn marks as far as you can see. Yes, hello. Hi, welcome to Sullivan and Sons. Good afternoon.
Hi, my name's Malcolm. It's my friend Kovar and Elros.
Excellent. I see you have come to procure some of our services. We specialize in creating nothing but the most magnificent creatures. How may I be of service to you today?
Well, you're trying to find out information about a specific creature, not necessarily have one made.
Well, we are not exactly a research depository that sells information to the public, but perhaps for a small donation, I can try and assist you. My work is very important, and I would hate to be kept from it unduly without some form of monetary exchange.
That's more than reasonable. Kovar, give the man some money.
But he might not be able to answer our question. Maybe we should just find out if he knows somebody who can.
This is how you find out if he can't.
What is it you would like to know?
Well,
there's this type of creature we will most likely have to be fighting. It's kind of an interesting one. I'm not sure what it is because it's said that it can turn people into stone and also breathe fire. You probably don't have any idea what it is?
There's a very interesting combination of traits. Basilisk and perhaps some kind of drake species could produce such a creature, but that would not occur naturally. And you say this is a creature that is in the wilds?
My understanding is it is a rare or possibly even unique specimen.
Unique meaning artificial. Let's see. Well, what could you produce such a thing? Let's see if this scholar knows anything. Wow, that's a 4. The 2 traits that you mentioned, does the creature induce this stone form with its gaze or with a breath weapon?
Yeah, that's also part of the problem. We haven't actually met this creature, so we don't know. I'm going to proceed with the fact that it can burn things already. I'm going to guess it's its gaze?
My suggestion would be to release some bait into the area where the creature dwells, and then to observe the effect so that we can move forward with more complete intelligence.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I suggest you purchase some slaves. I hear the Orcish ones are available in Amaranth for quite a inexpensive amount of monetary value these days.
Okay, thanks. That's also good advice.
Excellent.
Slaves. So what's the slave trade like here?
Well, Amaranth are the only ones who really practice it, since most cities frown upon the abduction of their citizens on some moral ground. I'm not really sure why, but due to the attacks by the Orcish tribes on them, they have seen fit to use the brutes for physical labor. I understand that they have several quarries for magically reactive stone that are crewed by these behemoths, and that are also used in the construction of several of the city's walls. Personally, never could stand the smell, so I haven't really made much of an effort to procure such specimens. Now, if there's anything else, I need to return to my work.
I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, no.
Excellent. And he holds out a hand, palm upwards.
How much? Well, how much were we expecting? I don't know about these things.
Well, that is a rather uncouth question. A small monetary value of about 100 marks should suffice.
I flip him 5.
Okay.
We should just see his left eyebrow go up, and the hand stays out.
I take 95.
Very good. You see the money get whisked away into the inside of his lab coat. Well then, have a very nice day.
Thank you for
runs
your
back
help.
into the back. And as he puts his foot through into the other room, you see an explosion Like, you see the room briefly like light up, and you see a bit of smoke come from inside as he steps inside and starts shaking his head and muttering to himself.
Okay, what? Let's just leave.
Probably should have asked for that to be a down payment. We could have used maybe a gigantic riding beetle that also fights and becomes your friend. You like Ben?
I pat Maccabee on the head. Ben's gone. Just let him go.
Ben will never be gone. I will have my revenge. Maccabee don't play.
Maccabee no chill.
Maccabee no kill.
I don't even. Turk, where are you guys heading at this moment?
We are just heading back to the place we're all staying.
Okay, just gonna.
Actually, what we're first going to do is we're going to swing past the notice board and see if we got any messages from Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. There's no notice. There's no messages from Uncle Ben, but there is another message. Where is this thing? So give me about a moment.
Wait, what was the Uncle Ben thing again?
That was if Tully wanted to contact us.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'll to pull up this other page. I have way too many fucking documents now. There we go. NPCs and locations. Fantastic. Scroll. Here we go. There is a message from Uncle Ben for you, Mr. Druss.
Oh, yeah.
And the message simply states, your dwarf Uncle Dean has made it back from his trip. I suggest being careful. You know what a temper he has.
That's good to know. I'll pull the note off the board. Berkey, eat this, and then we'll head back to the inn.
Huh?
Eat it, Berkey.
What's supposed to eat?
This note, Berkey.
Huh? Why just not burn it?
Berkey's a terrible spy.
Soak it in alcohol first.
Now we're just going to head back to the... Well, I'm going to head back to the inn. I don't know where Berkey wants to go.
Where's Berk want to go?
We got the info on the potions. We need to let the other guys know about that.
Yeah, we're going to wait for them to get back.
Alrighty, so you two head back to the inn. What about the rest of you guys? You guys are still in...
Drink.
You guys are still heading into... Oh, you're still at the engineering area. What would you like to do?
Well...
We probably had to
Even though we didn't get much knowledge, I think it gave us a really good idea that we should probably have come up on our own is to scout the place before we actually commit.
Like, his idea about bait is, I was thinking of doing something like that, not like slaves, maybe some dead cows or something, and then if we can, pump it full of poison.
Alright, so you guys head back to your inn, I'm assuming?
We can go to the research district.
It's where we just left.
It's where we are at the moment, yeah. So
we
you're
were
talking
in
to
the
is the crazy engineering place.
Oh yeah, well, the engineering, right? But we could also go into like a historical research. That's where we need to, or either historical.
The best place for that is Torvald with the church.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could go there, like if you wanted to like polymorph yourself.
So, what are you guys doing?
Should we head back to the inn?
Yeah, I want to like take a roundabout way and just look through any like Fletchers or anything to see if anywhere sells any barbed crossbow bolt type things.
This area? Nope. But if you head into the Verona Legions area, yes, you will find numerous blacksmiths and fletchers and armorers and the like.
Yeah, I just want to find somebody who sells those fancy barbed bolts.
We have a look and see if anybody here has anything. Can we make a trip through a couple of different shops? For the time being, I'm just going to skip through most of them. Rolling 4 dice, 10 or higher to find some. Nope. You don't find any of those particular bolts at the moment.
Wow.
It looks like that's quite a niche invention. You might have to go back to the same guys who you originally commissioned it from.
Maybe. Alright, back to the inn.
Alright. So, you guys meet up at the inn. Burke is already absolutely fucking hammered, having started to divest the inn of most of its alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, I need to rest again so I can be
at tip-top shore.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, you guys all arrive.
So, what did you guys find out?
A couple of interesting things. One, it seems like two ways creatures can turn you to stone: gaze or breath effect. For the gaze, we spoke to some veterans, and they said the best way is just cover your eyes or cast a blind spell on yourself and don't look at the creature in the eyes, which is a bit difficult, as you might understand. For breath, you've just got to try and dodge the breath attack or the gas. If it hits any bit of you, it can turn bits of you to stone, which means you might lose a leg or something, which would be bad. We then also stopped by Alchemist to ask about whether there's ways to prevent this. And Alchemist said that there is a potion you can take to help, fortify your body to help it resist the effects of petrification. Bit expensive, like 350 marks per potion, but we could potentially get ourselves a batch of those.
Maybe
the last thing we found out, which could be quite interesting, is that the drakes can turn people to stone with their breath attack. And recently, the drake slayers in the Ronin Legion, all 3,000 of them have been hired for a job that's going to go down in a couple of days.
Interesting.
Which could be someone making a move on the Sunwell if they know where it is. And lastly, I went past the notice board. Remember we told Father Tully to send us a message?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his message says my old uncle has made it back from his trip, and he seems mad. I'm thinking that might be a reference to our friend from the Inquisition, who we escaped from just a few days ago.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Might be a little pissed we escaped with the thing.
Yep. So we might want to just be careful because he's on the lookout for us. I don't know. Father Tully didn't mention where, but he's back and he's not happy.
Also, can I do a alchemy roll in trying to figure out is there potions that can remove petrification after it happens and not prevent it?
I was
you can check.
Suggest if we buy one of those potions, bring it back to Elros, and then you can have a look and see if you can recreate.
Wow. 10.
Yeah, there are potions like that. You don't know much more than that.
Yeah, not my expertise. Plus, I can't actually make more. I don't have my lab anymore.
Oh. Can you rent one?
Also magical reagents to make said the potion.
Yeah, I can rent one, but I won't have the reagents.
I don't know how these potions work. I just see bottles and I drink them.
Yeah,
that's what bottles are for, to drink out of.
Yeah, you need a lab, and you also need the stuff to make the, potions out of. And
I don't have the perk to that.
Reagents can be pretty rare, especially on something like removing of petrification.
So, I think in this case, it might just be easier to buy them.
Oh yeah,
we could afford to just buy 5 of them.
We could do that.
The thing is, I'm wondering whether this Ronin Legion hire is the Inquisition planning to move on the Sunwell if they found out where it is.
Maybe we should go and ask around.
We could do that.
Or we should try to find another store because that's the first store we found and they maybe have better prices.
So Burke is in charge of bartering.
This is shiny. How much? Oh, I think we should buy more for this.
Maybe Mac will be
It's so shiny.
And what, the rest of us go and see if we can find out where these Slayers are off to.
We can try that, yeah.
Alrighty. So, breaking up from your late afternoon lunch, you guys head out to...
Maybe Elros should go with Berkey to negotiate, because at least he'll make sure Berkey doesn't buy poison.
But I thought Mackleby was going to go.
Yeah, I thought Mackleby was going to go.
Well,
I could go with Mackleby.
Is Mackleby the alchemist?
No.
No, but Mackleby is, like, everyone loves Mackleby. Look at the little guy.
I am adorable, I cannot help it.
Yeah, he might be better at, as odd as this sounds, he might be better at bartering than I am.
That's not really that odd.
No.
He's got, like, 1 million charisma. And you've got, like, 2.
2 plus some exceptions as well.
I'm a genuine joy to be around, well, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah, fuck you too. Anyway, he's a lot better at this than I am, and I don't know.
Okay, so Mackleby and Burke are going to head into town to attempt to purchase some potions, and the rest of you guys are going to ask around. Just make some general gather information checks for me. I'm not going to do that whole thing for that right now, because we don't have strapped for time.
Yep.
Investigation?
Investigations.
How many rolls should we make? Just 1 each?
1 each, and then Mackleby
19.
and Burke. Are you guys actually purchasing, or are you just asking around at the moment?
We're gonna find another potion store. Must
Okay,
be
so you
one.
guys make an investigation check for me as well. Ask around, see what you can find. Okay, so investigation rolls from the other 3 guys.
11.
11. What's that? 6 and 3.
No, mine was
19.
6.
Mine
What did you
was
say?
like 10, so it's minus
Uh-oh.
2, so it's
Oh,
8.
hold on. sorry. So say that again. Elros, how much did you roll?
19.
19 for investigation.
Yeah, I have plus 8.
Minus 5.
Oh, minus 5. I didn't hear the minus 5, sorry. Yeah, so it's 14.
Because remember from your other thing, any social interactions.
It doesn't... It's
Because
not
of the twitch,
investigation.
it's the twitchy face and the horns growing out of your face. It puts people off.
Was it to all? No, I've written take -4 to all deception.
-4, sorry.
Animal handling.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
also
but-
like it's like any kind of like in this case, it's not that you're looking around a building. It's just you're actually talking to people, chatting to people, trying to gather some information.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. Okay. I'll add this.
Social interaction. Just make it social interaction. That'll make it a bit easier to keep track of. All right. So what's that? 19, you say? -4 is 15. Wow, you're the only one, despite how twitchy and unsociable your character is. You're the only one who actually manages to glean any information. The Verona Legion, for the most part, are fairly tight-knit when it comes to internal matters. So, while they're happy to sit down and have a chat and talk about past campaigns and share a bit of experience, they're not, sitting around blabbing about jobs that they might be undertaking at the moment, that kind of thing. And so, Kolvar and Drush, you guys come up empty-handed. As most of them tend to stonewall you, some of them politely, some of them less so, when you're trying to ask around about the Slayers. Arosh, you managed to find a bureaucrat that's very much taken with his own self-importance. And he basically lets it slip that somebody's basically hired the Slayers and is taking them out of the cities. You don't know where. It's quite unusual for them to be hired in such a large number, as most of them tend to be hired in like a squad of like 15 or 20, a small platoon, as opposed to, the entire group just upping and going due to the cost involved. As to where they're going, you are not sure. All you know is that it looked like a church official. The gentleman says that it looked like a church official that was hiring them. Anything more than that, and doesn't really know anything else.
Okay.
Burke, Mackleby, what did you guys roll for your investigation checks?
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Mackleby?
25.
God damn. You find the most reputable of back alley potion stores. It is falling apart. It looks like it has seen better decades. And the proprietor does not look all that trustworthy, but he has some choice magical wares that did not fall off the back of a magical cart. And they are definitely legit and above board. And he has a number of potions for sale, amongst them these potions to help resist the effect of petrification, for the low price of 250 marks.
Can we get a deal on that if we're going to buy multiple?
The deal... He smiles at you. His bald pate, greasy bit of hair.
Special price for us, my friend?
The deal is that you're getting them at a much, much discounted price, as I'm sure you will understand. A man has to eat, and I'm sure if you visit many other establishments in this fine city, that none of them will be able to match the fantastic service as well as pricing that you're receiving at the moment.
Oh, I understand. You understand I have to ask.
Of course. Such are the formalities of doing a bit of trade every now and then. So, I have a number of these potions in stock at the moment. How many may we supply you with?
Well, we were looking for 4.
5.
Ah, well, there's at least one guy I don't care about.
Well,
we're looking for 5.
5 such potions, so that would run you 1,250 marks. A substantial sum, but I'm sure a gentleman of your bearing and stature can easily afford such extravagances.
This is true. We are quite well off when it comes to dealing with unsavory people.
Oh, well, luckily there are no such people in this fine establishment.
You came highly recommended by all the people we talked to on the street.
Oh, really? Make a persuasion check. Or deception, I suppose, in this particular case.
Oh, no.
The dice.
You steal food, Burke.
Burke looks very impressed.
Dice suck so bad in this game.
He looks at you and smiles a bit, but it's a smile that shows a rather large amount of teeth. Indeed. So, shall we to business then?
Well, let's see. I don't even know if we have that kind. We should have that kind of money, actually.
Yeah, we do. And we most likely gave it to you just because we knew it was going to be expensive.
Well, my friend, you make that 1,100, we can both walk away happy.
Make a persuasion check.
I want to flip the table. Fuck it.
Unfortunately, sir, the price is 1,250. I'm sure you understand that is more than a generous offer.
I understand that dice suck and I hate them.
This looks like a really nice place to show up really drunk.
I would recommend against such an action, my large friend. There are many items in here that are easy to break, and, well, it would be quite an expensive experience for you. Perhaps more so than you could afford.
Expensive?
Expensive.
There's no need for that.
Well, if I don't have any money to pay, well, not so expensive.
Perhaps not for your purse.
Maybe I'm suicidal.
This guy is the devil.
Delete it and get a new one. Alrighty, so he goes to the back, takes out a box. So, will you be taking these, or shall I be putting them away for now?
No. We'll take them. Marky?
Takes out a wooden box.
Oh, by the way, do you have any beer?
Starts putting in the vial. I do not. What you're looking for is a brewery. But if you're interested, I could sell you.
You might have some really strong stuff here, right?
The guy sighs and just grasps the top of his nose for a moment, just like. I tell you what, for the small fee of 50 marks, I will supply you with a drink that it will get you stone drunk blind, as well as provide the most amazing taste that you have ever experienced.
What's the side effects?
There are no side effects. It is simply a magnificent liquor.
So I'll go blind?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh,
have you never heard the expression blind drunk?
Maybe that works against the creature. It's gonna be my secret weapon. Don't buy one. Oh, two! I'll get up 2.
Unfortunately, I only have one of these singular artifacts available. But of course.
Maggleby, pay the man.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you guys give 1,300 marks to the fine gentleman in his establishment. You get handed a wooden case stuffed with straw, inside of which nestles 5 thick vials, more so than bottles. And inside of these vials, you can see a yellow-greenish liquid with thick chunks of grey matter floating inside of it. And you can faintly smell something. It smells like rotten eggs.
Yeah, that's all you, buddy. I'm not having any of that.
Right, what are the rest of you guys up to?
Well, we went and dug up information about the Legion.
Ah, yes, sorry. All right, so you guys are armed with a little bit of information. Aros.
Yes.
As you guys are walking down the wide streets, questioning people, asking around, buying drinks, that kind of thing, you notice around you the shadow of a bird, but enormous in size. The shadow keeping up with you as you walk, never deviating around you, just staying on top of your person.
Does anybody around me seem to be reacting to it?
You look around. Doesn't seem like your companions have noticed.
So, what happens if I look up?
Glance into the sky, and you see what appears to be an enormous, rotted albatross just hanging in the air above you. Very occasionally flapping its wings to maintain its altitude, but just hanging against the sky like it's been pinned in place, staring down at you.
Staring down at me.
Down at you.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take one more look, like, see if anybody reacts to it, like, just like looking around casually. And if nobody seems to be reacting to it, I'm just gonna ignore it.
Alright. Alright, so everybody makes their way back to the inn. Mackleby has your potions. Burke has his potion. / drink.
Drink.
So, gents.
So, guys, did you get us some potions?
Oh yeah, we got potions, all right.
Oh, one thing we didn't ask: how many uses are in these?
It's a potion, so generally speaking, 1.
Let's make the Elros look at the potions.
Okay.
Yes, make him.
Here you go! Look at the potion! Look
at this, Elros! Look at it!
Yeah, I take a look at the potions without... Well, I mean, I might open them for smell, but, you know, try and see if as much as I can tell what they are.
The smell is pungent. A rotten egg. The grey matter inside looks like bits of eggshell, as far as you can tell, although definitely not of a chicken egg. And make an alchemy check for me.
18 plus 8.
That's a lot. Yep, these seems like pretty legit potions. This is most likely, from the little bit you know of this particular type of magic, definitely seems transmutive in nature, and will most likely do what you guys have purchased to do.
They're pretty much legit, as far as I know. Now I know a lot. You know me, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying this legit.
Okay, well, we found out that the Legion has been hired by the church. Did you say, Griffey? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And they're heading out somewhere outside the city. It sounds potentially, and they say it's quite unusual. Normally, people only hire squads of the Slayers, not the entire section of the army. So
yeah,
this is probably. It sounds like they might know where the Sunwell is potentially.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you know where a location such as the Sunwell is, unless it's like a super massive complex, would you hire 3,000? It sounds to me more like they're trying to find it.
Well, that might be the case, but they also want to make sure that they kill those dragons or whatever's guarding it, which might be a drake, as quickly as possible so that they can be waiting there before we arrive. I mean, if they can't get the jewel, the best thing to do is to find the place where the jewel is supposed to go.
True, but 3,000 is just massively overdoing it. If you think you're just killing something, you
might be right. They might not have found it, but
maybe they're feeding it XP.
We need to be looking at heading off there ourselves as soon as possible, I think.
Yeah, I agree. If they're looking for it, we might want to go there before them. But at 3,000, I don't think they found it there yet. If they already knew where it was, they might have just hired like 200 or something. Like a lot, but not over the fucking top of 3,000.
So, do we think we should be heading out to do the Sunwell as soon as possible, guys?
Probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
Probably need to make sure we can't be burned alive by fire first, but other than that, I guess.
Sounds like a good plan.
A cloak of not getting burned to death or something?
Well, we can ask around.
Well, I mean, most of our money on potions to stop us being turned into stone.
Yeah, we don't. That's the problem. We don't have too many funds.
Well, we spent 1,250, so we've still got 2,250.
Actually, we spent 1,300 on account of Berkey bought some egg-smelling booze.
Of course, we still got 2,200.
Oh, Dress is deadpan, of course.
Don't talk shit about my super stuff. It's gonna help me kill that thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it gonna kill that thing, or is it gonna kill you, Burke?
Either one, it's gonna be glorious.
What?
So we need to head out there, and we need to oh, my brain is not working. Find a potion of anti-burn to deathness, potentially.
Would I know anything about fire resistance potions? I should probably know something about
potion of asbestos.
Yeah, yes. you know fire resistant potions. I mean, it's one of the first things that most alchemists learn, since many of their experiments tend to combust. So it's quite a useful little recipe that you do actually know. The reagents are not that expensive, but the problem is the process is quite a long. It's quite a laborious task to create them. You could probably create the potions for about 100, 150 marks. Around about there. They're not very, very expensive to make. And what they do is they grant you resistance against fire and fire effects. So basically, you'll take half damage from any sources of fire.
Okay, but how long would
it does take about a week or so to make one. So it's it's quite a it's a timely thing. I mean, you guys can settle down somewhere out into lab or something if you want to make some, but it is going to take you a little while to make a set of them.
Yeah, so we have a choice. Do we? Well, we can rent a lab or something, and you guys can do like jobs in the meanwhile while I make these, so we settle down for a while, or we can just buy some and head straight for this place. Depending on what you want to do.
I say we just buy them.
Yeah, I'm down for buying them. I mean, they told us that if we get this jewel in the whatever, if we get this done properly, we can name our price. So recouping that is not going to be a problem.
Yeah,
But if they do find the Sunwell before us and get bunkered down, then we're done.
So since it's 100 gold for making it, what is the ballpark for actually buying them? It's probably not near the same because it takes so long to make.
It's gonna depend on the markup, individual stores.
Okay, but it's still a ballpark is over
less
100.
than 200.
Less than 200
why
over
don't
100.
you go back to where you got these discount egg potions? Try and get some discount fire potions.
I can go.
I mean, you sure? I mean, you got legit shit once, but doesn't mean you're gonna get
why don't you go with him?
Twice.
And then why don't we all go? And then you can check him.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to deal with this shit. Kind of don't want to get on the wrong side of people who actually made these. Because, you know, that might be the people who I might work with. Or, well, I probably wouldn't have never worked with them. But just the colleagues, in a way. I mean, if you want to go buy fucking stolen potions, just go ahead. But I'm not going to join you. And I'm heartily recommend against it. But it's up to you.
Okay, so
we're leaving you here.
Maccabee, you mind going and getting us some more potions?
No, I can go.
I think I'm gonna ask around. We have to go to the crazy mind control city. I want to find out exactly what goes on there.
Okay, I'll go with you.
You can just make a general lore check. I mean, the cities are all interconnected, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, I want to kind of know, like, if we go in there, does the wizard monitor you 24/7? Is he part of politics? I don't really want us to walk in there and he suddenly goes, "You guys have a magical gem," and I know nothing about this wizard.
I rolled a 19 plus 8.
I rolled a 5.
You guys have asked this before, but generally speaking, the city itself is covered in detection and scrying spells, so it's not that they sit and monitor each individual resident's brainwaves, you know, like 24/7 Soviet Russia tinfoil hat theory. It's more along the line of they have triggers set up so that certain words or certain types of thoughts, you know, like dissent against the state, that kind of thing, trigger, you know, an alarm spell, which will then trigger a scry on that location kind of thing or on that individual. So generally speaking, as long as people aren't going around thinking, "Oh yeah, totally going to start a revolution tonight, can't wait to go to the rebel meeting," you know,
rebel.
People don't have to worry about that kind of thing. You know, you're like day-to-day life won't really be affected. It's just when you start plotting or, you know, sowing dissent or having dissenting opinion, you know, about the city itself, where, you know, where things start to get a little bit tricky. Most of the day-to-day runnings of the city, though, are done by a small council, not by the wizard himself. They pass the laws, they maintain the general health and happiness of the citizens, and it's interesting that despite the pervasiveness of the mind magics in the city, it's actually as close to utopia as you can get. You know, most people, they do not even have to work. You generally give up personal freedoms, you know, for more wealth, prosperity, and safety, if it makes sense. So most of the people there aren't going around going, "Oh, you know, these fucking wizards gonna totally overthrow them." You know, they just go about their day-to-day lives, doing what they want to do. The city itself is very much into scrying and scrying tools and that kind of thing, which is a large export that is into other cities. Especially now that all the Vault has started going above ground. You know, they sell them all sorts of telefocus lenses and all that kind of thing that they create. You know, very delicate, sensitive work that they're very good at. They're also, because they specialize so heavily in scrying, probably one of the most well-informed cities about distant events, making it very easy for them to keep tab on various other cities. So, generally speaking, as long as you're not going in there going, "Yep, gonna fucking burn this ruling house down to the ground," you should be fine.
Cool. Well, then I think we have to just get these potions, and then are we all interested in heading out to the Sunwell as soon as possible?
Yeah.
Maybe wait until morning, and then everyone can sleep. Get ready. In the morning we go.
No, I don't mean like right now, but I mean like tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you do know that area experiences heavy snowfall.
Oh, we're going to
and it's generally speaking quite cold, no more than 10 degrees Celsius.
How thick and luxurious is my cloak of protection?
It is pretty damn thick and luxurious.
Nice.
I'm just going to pack my beard into a coat.
What beard?
What beard?
What beard?
I concentrated really hard and grew it with my dwarven, you know.
You have some stubble, but no real beard yet.
Has he got like a little baggie full of the remains?
I don't know.
I have dwarven magic. My beard grows faster in proportion to how much I hate elves.
Aww.
My beard is already fully grown.
So what's the status of his beard? Has he got no beard? Because that would mean he loves me.
It's a little bit patchy and scraggly, and there's still like a tuft hanging out the left side of his chin.
Oh, I'm so mad.
But most of it is, you can see acid scarring, where most of the beard itself has been removed.
I'm so mad.
Okay.
You need to get yourself those shield armors. No, those beard armors, I mean.
Oh, yes. Beard armor. That would be glorious. But no, okay. Well, I'm going to go... While Maccabee does that, I'm just going to go and buy us all a furry jumper.
Alrighty. Do you head out to get cold weather gear?
Reindeer on the front.
Sounds good.
I'll just pack
Maccabee!
it up so everyone's good.
Are you taking anybody with you? Or are you heading in solo?
Does anybody want to go? I can
Oh, sure.
I'll take Berkey. Come on, Berkey.
Oh, dear.
Don't let Berkey buy any more booze.
I can make
Okay.
no promises.
You guys make your way down the city streets, easily making your way back to the back alley where this House of Ill Repute sits. And you can actually see as you come there, somebody opens up the door and you see two ladies slip out into the night pasture. You make your way inside. It is dimly lit, and you see the proprietor is sitting behind the counter, squinting at a book by a lamp, trying to make out the text. He glances up as you enter and frowns a little bit. Well, that was rather quick.
Ah, yes.
Hello.
Because we are looking for some more potions.
So, despite your earlier rudeness, I see you found our services most agreeable. Which potions and how many?
Rudeness?
I apologize for that. Like
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're always trying
I'm
to
just saying
contact
this is
me.
a bad place to get really drunk at.
We're looking for some fire protection potions.
Fire protection. Yes, they are quite popular. I do have 3 of these available
How much are we looking
at
at?
a modest cost of 125 marks.
Okay. I'm good with that. We'll take all 3.
Excellent. And he takes them out, boxes them up, slides it across for you, holding out his hand for the money.
Berkey, pay the man.
You have the money.
Mm,
Think they trust me for the money? You crazy?
no.
I will
Good
give
point,
the,
good point.
the guy the money.
All right. Excellent. And this is how transactions should be committed. Quickly, painlessly, and efficiently. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
And
Six
I
times.
slam the door a little too hard when I go out.
Wow, you're just really out to make friends, aren't you?
Well, he called me rude. It's his fault.
Alrighty.
Way to prove him right. How much? How many? How much did they just spend?
375.
360 if they're 120 each.
125.
Hmm.
All right. So Maccabee returns with your bounty. You guys have a lovely.
We can always check the other alchemy shop for more.
You could. Could indeed.
I don't think
Let's
we
do
need
that,
too much.
Maccabee.
No, I think we're good.
I think 3 is enough. I could do a lot of not burning, hopefully.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe I can get those crack bottles that make me like a stone giant again.
Oh dear.
Yeah, sorry, no. They got all stones.
So then,
That shit was really
suppose we
good,
should just
man.
rest up.
It's really good.
Yeah, should we leave any notes for Tully as well? Tell him that we're going.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. So you guys rest up for the evening.
Oh, Griff, this is more of a joke, but still, since Burke reminded me, did I stash any of those Cloud Giant potions anywhere? Like inside my robes or somewhere?
Make a d20 roll for me. A turn of 15 or higher, you just love the feel against your skin. So close. No, unfortunately not.
Nope.
Snick took out all the space. Alrighty, so your cold weather gear is distributed by Truss. You guys have some lunch and dinner. Sorry. Have an early breakfast, good night's sleep, all that good things. And leave early in the morning for the city square to leave a message on the notice board for Father Tully. And to head out to the teleportation circle. What message are you guys leaving for Father Tully?
Dearest Uncle Ben, off to Tol Jordan for a while. Be back soon.
No, we don't even say. Just tell him we're going for a holiday in the sun.
The sun.
That's clever.
To get some sun?
Just tell him we're off to see cousin Jordan.
Tully off to see Father Jordan. All right. You guys leave your message on the board. Make your way to the circle. With a flash of disorientation, you find yourself standing in the noonday sun. In the crunchy snow, the lines of the teleportation circle under you steaming gently under the snowfall. In a very steep, grey-walled city through which you can see people bundled in thick furs, walking about their business. Some of them are laughing loudly. And very odd artifices. You see almost what look like lamp poles made out of brass, each of them topped with a pale, yellowish, like yellow-pinkish jewel that you see softly pulses and swirls with energy as people walk past it.
Okay. Chin up. Smiles, everyone. Let's get out of this delightful city as soon as possible.
Is the general populace smiling all the time?
Happy thoughts.
Most of them seem to be oblivious to the devices perched on every couple of meters. You see people talking, you see people selling things on the street corner, you see people walking around, coming in and out of shops. It seems to be a normal city as far as you can tell. It doesn't look like there's anything untoward going on.
Okay.
People seem generally well fed. Most of them see very little poverty as far as you can tell. You don't really see any beggars. People seem to be well dressed, warmly. Most of them look, happy.
They got hydration, they got nutrition, and nobody's trying to murder them. Seems lovely.
Sounds good. I suppose we should go and find the exit.
All right. Looking around, you can easily spot at every intersection they've got a board up with the roads and the little arrow pointing, for each road what they will lead you to. The script is quite ornate and takes you a little moment to puzzle your way through it, but it doesn't take you long to find the direction of the gate that you're looking for. After a good 3/4 of an hour of foot on travel, trudging through the snow that is now probably snowed in about a good 2-3 inches, you make your way to the city gate.
Do we want to stop and ask anyone local about the area outside the city?
Maybe.
Oh, you can see there are several pigeons on guard at the gate itself. Some of them patrolling along the walls, others of them standing around what appears to be a orange-red stone set in a black iron stand next to the gate, and it looks like they're warming their hands next to it. All of them with their swords at their sides, some of them crossbows at their backs. It looks like they're busy having a chat as you guys approach the gate.
Hello, gentlemen.
All of them kind of like turn at once as you say that. The effect itself is a little disconcerting. Hello. Yes, what can we do for you, citizen?
2 questions. First, we are off. We'd like to exit the city. Is there any special paperwork we need? Anything like that?
No. You may leave the city at any time. Just be aware, though, we have heard that there is a bit of a storm coming in, so I would suggest make sure you have adequate shelter available. And, well, make sure that you're ready for cold weather travel. It's quite chilly this time of year. And the rest of them kind of snigger when he says that.
Next question. Any tips for the city outside? Maybe a lie of the land? Does anyone, have you been out there much?
Don't really see much point to go out there. I mean, all the women and the coffee's in here. I know it's quite peaty in some places, so watch out. Don't want to get trapped in any bogs. Other than that, I hope you take plenty of water with you, because precipitation doesn't really happen out there very much. So make sure you have plenty of water to carry with you. You don't want to end up dehydrated and starving.
This is true.
Thanks for the info.
Very well, citizen. Be on your way. And he signals from the wall, and you see the gates slowly creak open. Not nearly as heavily reinforced as the gates of Tul Amaranth. You can't see any signs of wear or any scarring on these gates. It doesn't look like anybody's actually attacked the city for quite a number of years. And outside, you see the vast, open, muddy brown, white expanse of snow, bog, and taiga that make up the lay of the land outside of Tul Jordan. So
Kolvar, I assume you know where we're going.
Well, I will do. Let's get a bit further away from the sea, and then I'll check the map.
All right, you guys walk outside. Say a good.
Is Kolvar, who's the person here with the most survival? Who's the best with wilderness?
Me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the hunter.
Kolvar,
the one who it says in my class features that I cannot become lost except by magical means. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a new feature because I remember when that wasn't the case. But no. My question is more: we've been warned about a storm or a blizzard that's moving in. So even if we don't make great time today, it might be worth you keeping an eye out for a good place to camp.
Don't worry. We'll make good time.
We have the orbs that we can cast that literally allow nothing inside that I don't want. That we're going to be sleeping in anyways.
Yeah, no, and that's great. But as long as you cast it before your hands freeze off.
Yeah, sure. I'll make sure to keep my hands warm with all the fire I can have.
That's fine. I'm just pointing it out, man. I mean, if your hands fell off from frostbite before you were able to cast this, then people would be like, "Oh no, the blizzard."
Oh no!
Why would we be prepared?
Good point. Mackleby, make sure your hands are, not frozen as well, because you can also cast it.
Yes, I have winter gear.
I'm glad. I'm just checking.
All right. You make your way about a mile distant from the city. And Kolvar checks the map. Dun dun dun. What is Kolvar looking for in said map?
I am looking for any landmarks on the map that I can also see around us to try and get an idea of where we should be going.
All you know is you must be east of the city at the moment. You don't see any identifiable landmarks at the moment where you can take your bearing off other than the city itself, which is marked on the map. So you'd have to head east a few days before you get to such a place.
Then I will start leading everyone eastwardly.
Alrighty. So, marching order, I'm assuming Kolvar in front. Who's bringing up next in line?
I'll be next.
Drus. Okay, middle and back. Who we got?
We'll take middle.
Mackleby and Elros. Alright, and then I'm assuming Burke bringing up the rear.
Yep.
Taking the dangerous position. Alrighty.
He likes it there.
So, Okay, well, you guys don't have to make any
I like to live dangerously.
checks for actually navigating because Kolvar is with you guys. That's going to be annoying. Alrighty, so...
And all this snow, it ain't slowing us down.
Yep, because of your bullshit ranger things. Alrighty, so... First day passes fairly monotonously. So you guys trudge through the snow, Kolvar making sure to show you guys where to avoid drifts, put your feet, make the journey as easy as possible. Spend the night resting as best you can. You guys making a good effort with the hut spell combined with your furs and fire spells to make it almost cheery inside of the little shelter. Next day passes uneventfully as well. This is just more of the same dreary expanse, peaty bogs, sage grasses, mud, snow, nothing too crazy. The soil is very acidic, so not much grows in it. Not much in the way of brush. You do occasionally, though, start seeing signs of small glaciers as you make your way eastward. And it become more and more frequent as the day draws to its end. Next night passes uneventfully as well. Third day comes, dawns, guys awake early. Get ready for your day's travel. Start traveling towards your next area on the map. Along the day, though, Elros.
Yes.
You notice enormous shadows keeping pace with you. Bird-like. Every now and then you see the shadows flicker and move almost as if they're flapping their wings.
I'll try to shake it off. Just like,
alright.
Yeah, shake it off.
Just gonna try and ignore it.
Uh-huh.
Kolvar, it doesn't take you long.
Why are you trying to ignore the unexplainable evil, Eros? What's the point then?
You find the rock outcropping depicted on the map fairly easily, having stayed almost directly eastbound with your keen ranger senses that are complete bullshit. You camp for the evening once more and start making your way towards a cave that is about a day's travel to the south of where you guys are at the moment. Evening passes. Everything goes fine. The next day, I would like you all for me to roll initiative.
Oh god.
What's wrong, bruh?
Oh, yay. 13 and 13.
So we got on 13. We got Burke on 13, or?
Oh, sorry. Let me check.
I got 16.
Kolvar on 16.
I got 15, sorry.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
I got 8.
8.
Elroth friends. I don't like the look of that.
19.
I don't like that either. I just thought they were hallucinations. That's why I've been ignoring them, because I don't want to be seen as incredibly more weirder than I am already.
Now you can see, even we...
What was it? Who did I miss? Elros, how much did you roll?
8 as well.
Okay. Okay. So, as you guys are trudging single file through the snow, making the best use of each other's footprints and pushing aside the drifts and going along, you suddenly feel a coldness descend on you, very much colder than the area you've been traveling through so far. And suddenly the sun itself dims as if a cloud has moved across it. And then out of nowhere, what looks to be a rainbow of refracted light, roughly shaped like a bird, plummets down from the sky and slams into Elros's back. Elros, I would like for you to make a reflexing saving throw for me, please.
I did roll a 19 on initiative.
Yes, I know. They rolled a 25.
Oh, Lord.
That's higher than 19.
No.
That's a 1. You guys just see, or hear more than see. Those of you behind Elros see this rainbow just pile drive Elros into the ground. You take 16 points of piercing damage as this thing just hammers you down into the ground like a python. Mackleby, you see this happen as the strange refraction of light is now sitting straddled on the back of your comrade Elros. What would you like to do?
Is it a solid object?
It looks like a rainbow. It looks like literally like light refracting through a prism just in every direction. It doesn't look like it has any flesh as far as you can tell.
Okay. Can I see where its source is?
It's an independent entity. It doesn't look like it's connected to anything.
Interesting. Okay. I will charge my walking stick with Shillelagh.
All right.
And whack it.
Whack it. All right, make an attack roll for me.
Please tell me you're whacking horizontally and not vertically.
I use my magical attack bonus for that, right?
No, it's just a normal attack.
Well, that's I don't know the regular attack bonuses.
Plus whatever your strength bonus is and a proficiency bonus.
Plus 3, so 22.
22. You slam the staff into the side of the creature, and it explodes, bursting out into droplets of rainbow-like light in every direction, and then reforming about 10 feet above you, hanging in the air above Elros. A strange, nebulous form. Kolvar.
Hello.
Your turn. What would you like to do?
So...
You just heard a clatter as Elros got slammed into the ground, followed by Mackleby swishing out with his staff at something behind you.
So Elros is, like, currently down on the floor?
Yeah, looks like he's bleeding. His back looks like he's been gouged open and he's lying on the ground.
I'm just gonna jump onto him. Like, I'm not like Goomba stomping him. I just want to like cover him.
All right, so you're just gonna stand astride him, basically, like between your legs.
And then hold my actions if the thing comes any closer.
All right, Burke. You were bringing up the rear. You just saw this rainbow slam into Elros, driving him into the ground.
So how far is
scattering it?
How far though away from me?
It's about 10 feet above you in the air, floating above you in the sky.
Well, then I'm gonna have to use my spell to get it closer.
Mm-hmm. So you use what's it? Thorn Whip.
Thorn Whip.
Thorn Whip. Alrighty. So you cast a spell. Roll to hit.
That's probably. That's a 8. Plus proficiency, right?
Yeah, plus your magic stats. So it's only charisma plus thingy.
That's plus 3, that's 11.
11. Whip curls through the creature, scatters into light, drops of light once more. Reforms this time again, but slower. About 5 feet to the left of where it was, but still hovering in the sky. Drus, you just heard a whips wish out from behind you. You just saw Kolvar do some ninja shit and land behind you.
That's just my first attack, right?
Well, no, it's a spell. You can't like spell.
Yeah, spells are actions, not attack is an action, and attack can be divided into multiple attacks, like 2 attacks. But if you're using a spell, it's the full action.
Oh, sadness.
But now you know.
Now you know.
And
so, Drus. What is Drus doing?
Drus is going to... sorry, my brain is going to kick in a moment. Drus is going to turn around, look at it, and use Vicious Mockery to go, bloody hell, you're an ugly pigeon.
Okay. What's Vicious Mockery? Is that a to-hit thing, or what is that? Or is it a will save?
It's will save. 1d4, and it has to pass a will save of... Hold on. Where did I write it down?
Vicious Mockery, will saving throw is... DC...
10 or 13, it's one of the two.
DC on your spells, what is that? Is it like 8 plus proficiency plus casting stat, right?
No, this is a flat. It's a flat.
It's a flat.
I think it's DC 10 or 13. 10 or 13.
Okay, regardless, it passes.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't take any damage then, right?
No.
Nothing. Okay, the creature stays in place. Elros, you're on the ground. What are you doing?
Well, I want to crawl under fucking Kolvar since he's above me currently.
Mm-hmm. All right, use him as a shield.
Yeah, I want to crawl from under him and stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to... What would be a good thing? Let's see, just firebolt it. See if that works.
All right, go for it.
That's a 9 plus 8.
Hit.
So
we're all doing damage.
Eight.
Firebolt slams into the creature, explodes into motes of light, almost like somebody shattered a mirror into thousands of tiny pieces. And you hear this shrill cry cut through your mind as the little motes drift away on the wind.
Ow. Well, so it's gone now. It's just...
Don't see anything.
That wasn't fun.
Oh, that hurt. What the fuck?
What even was that?
I honestly don't know. I mean, it might have been seeing things, but I just thought that harmless things.
Wait, you were seeing things?
Sometimes I might hear voices, but it's probably it might do with fumes I've sometimes ingested because of my alchemy. It's probably harmless.
Well, that thing wasn't harmless.
Oh, yeah.
Bleeding quite bad.
I am now reevaluating this currently. How is my transmuter stone? How does it look?
Are you taking it out just to check it?
Yes.
All right. You take it out. As your hand closes around the stone, it becomes slightly warmer to the touch. And as you pull it out of your robe, you see black, oily smoke, almost like oil on water, like a little bit of multicolored hue tinging the backside of the smoke, come boiling out from between your fingers where you hold the stone. The rest of you guys see nothing. It just looks like a plain grey stone, little round grey stone.
So this thing, what do you see?
It's just a stone.
Okay. Yeah. I might have to be truthful about this, because I don't... That kind of taught me that this isn't harmless anymore. This isn't the stone for me. This is, black smoke that's also kind of oily.
Maybe you should just throw it away.
I don't think it's this. I don't think it's a stone.
Let's just bury it.
I mean...
But children might find it.
Which children are out here looking for stone?
Snow children.
Well, we don't care about them because they're probably not real children.
Did you hear nothing about the magical landmines in magical Rwanda?
All those
this might be
poor
harmful,
kids
but
are missing
let's
their legs and
try
arms.
it. Instead of burying it, I'm gonna put it like away from us, like what would be a safe range? I don't know, 50 feet or something. And I want to make like a small snow hill, and then I want to shoot at range. I want to like shoot it with firebolt, see if I can destroy it.
Oh, this is transmuter stone. Can't you just will it out of existence?
Oh yeah, I'll try that. Not sure.
It doesn't work.
It's your class feature, mate.
At this point, I'd have liked to have cast level 2 Cure Wounds on him as well.
Alright. Yeah, you will it and the stone crumbles through your fingers, becoming powder-like and eventually into sand.
6 hit points.
Lloyd, why would you go through all the the trouble of making that just to wish it away.
Well, the bird fucking attacked me, and you guys saw a completely different thing I did. I was kind of hoping it might have been this stone. Maybe I fucked it up somehow.
How about what you could have done is just say, hey, do you guys see that too?
See what? I mean, I asked you.
Because Maccabee sees lots of things.
I see shit all the time. It's called being a warlock.
Maccabee seen some shit.
I have seen some shit.
Well, can you see something wrong with me at this moment?
I look at him critically.
You seem like you just threw away a philosopher's stone because you didn't realize you could have just said, hey guys, do you see that too? I'd say that's something I would see that's a problem.
Yeah, and I literally did just ask a person, can you see this as well? Then they're like, no, it's a fucking stone. Are you retarded? And then I said, no, it looks like it's not. And then I was like, maybe this is thing.
It's fucking looking at me. Stop looking at me, Stone.
I would say that
it just takes 8 hours to create one. Jesus Christ. I could fucking do it. So it's not a free philosopher's stone.
Giving up the source of power is never a good idea if you do it so willy-nilly. There's a cost in everything.
Okay. His rhetoric flying completely over my head.
All right. So, I take it you guys resume the trail, making your way to the small range of hills where the cavern is indicated on the map. Kolvar unerringly taking you there because stranger.
You really hate that, don't you?
I really hate that class feature with the Fiery Fury of 1,000 Suns. Alright. You eventually come upon the entrance to a small cave. Looks like a bear might have used it at some point, Kolvar. You can see there's some evidence of fur caught in some of the sharper bits of rock, and you can see tracks leading to and from the cave itself.
Do they look recent?
Nah, they don't. Right. Most of them look pretty old. So, marching orders.
I'll go first.
Right.
Same.
Yeah,
you gonna range ahead, or are you staying reasonably close?
Yeah, I'll go a bit ahead. Or sneakily.
Don't forget your dragon dance ability.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys make your way deeper into the cavern. At first, being very much a natural cave, you can see a little bit of ice here and there. As you move into the interior, and it gets a little bit warmer, and the ice starts to run down the walls. And eventually, you start hearing something a little bit odd. After about half an hour of walking deeper into these caverns, you start hearing birdsong. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of birds. Screeching, yelling, peeping, making all manner of noises, squawking. Coming from the exit of this cavern.
How many of you have seen thousands of birds in the winter?
Not a lot. Also, one question out of game. How much of time was when we got here from that I got attacked by a bird? Was it like at least a rest?
About 6 hours. I mean, you guys could have stopped for a short rest.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking because see if I can restore some HP.
Yeah, you could spend a hit dice to get some health back.
Just one. I'll do 2.
As you guys make your way deeper through the cavern, eventually the cavern itself gives way to bright yellow sunlight, and you feel a warm breeze on your face, bringing with it the smell of flowers, plants, wildlife. And as you step out of this cavern onto a very small shelf of rock, with a neat set of stone stairs carved down towards the valley floor about 200 feet below you, you see that this entire area is filled with tropical vegetation. laid out in a vast circular pattern. Standing high up from where you guys are, coming out in this little shelf over here, you can see broad avenues through the trees of paving stones that all lead to the central part of this valley. Trees and brush everywhere in between, the flagstones themselves overgrown. And far below you, the stairs come down here, far below you, you can see grey shapes, humanoid shapes, on the road itself, in all directions leading down to the middle.
Can I use my...
And in the air above you, you see millions of birds, just swirling around like a maelstrom of feathers and colors.
Fireball the birds.
I'm gonna guess that those grey figures are statues.
Well, I was gonna use my scope to have a peeky.
Yep, they definitely look like statues as you peek out with your scope. Many of them frozen in expressions of running away. Not many of them walking towards it calmly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is probably the Sunwell. And I'm gonna say
it kind of looks...
that those statues are probably people that done got statued.
Yeah,
okay.
Can you see a monster down there?
Can I see a monster down there?
Make a perception check for me.
$19.
You don't see any monsters, but you do notice that many of these statues, or a large number of them, are on their knees, hands held up to their face, mouths open in screams.
Well, that's comforting to know.
Yeah, this place looks bad, guys.
Yeah, that looks...
And sorry, in the middle, is that an actual...
In the middle is
with a pedestal in the middle, is it?
In the middle is a round circle of pale stone, almost like a lime, like a very light green lime, like a little bit lighter than Burke's dice, like between Burke's dice and the table color of stone. And on the stone circular area, you can see there's a small dais and a tree with large greenish crystals embedded in it.
I'm betting we probably got to go embed our crystal in there somewhere.
I would assume so, yes.
Well, here's the thing. We could take a risk, because this thing... What was this creature known as? Was it known as something like a guardian or something? Or was it just a monster?
Make an intelligence check for me.
That's gonna lose our...
Come on, be smart.
Be smart, Elro.
Smart.
You were meant
Plus
to be
8,
smart.
I can't help
15.
when I roll shit.
15. You recall it has been referred to as both the Guardian and the Gatekeeper interchangeably.
So, yeah. Gatekeeper, Guardian. Maybe if you have the thing that's supposed to be here, it won't try and fucking murder us.
That's a good idea. I would still want us to all potion up before we head down there. But yeah, you might be right.
Oh, how long did those potions last? Was this...
Generally speaking, 8 hours, you know from experience.
Oh, okay.
Because if we all take a petrified potion, and then me, Berkey, and Kolvar, because we generally have to be a bit closer, take the anti-fire potions, we might then all be able to go down there. And then if we have to fight, we're ready. And if we can negotiate, then that's far, far better. Maybe?
Great.
So, well, we walk down there holding the paradox up in front of us, so it can, whatever it is, can see it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
And then... we continue to try. What do we do if it still wants to fucking murder us?
Then we murder it back.
Then we split up and we murder it.
Okay, good. So we have an actual idea. And if we try and murder it and everything's going wrong, is our option just fucking run?
I'd say...
Yes.
I've got the gem. If it's all going to shit, I'll just make a run for the middle.
Yes, if it all goes to shit, the four of us try and distract it, and you just make a dash for that tree and just get it slotted in somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if she goes wrong, you can throw it to me because I can literally teleport right next to it as long as it's within 30 feet.
It's also a plan.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so but for now, you hold it though.
Okay.
You know, so talk to us.
Take it out of my boot.
Boot.
Just
it's
hold it
very
up.
uncomfortable.
Calloused foot.
Yeah, your foot is like fucked up. It's like full of calluses.
It's the price I have to pay.
Because that's a fairly significant gem. I mean, this thing is like the length of Ricky's fucking hand, you know, down to the tip of his fingers, kind of thing. All right. You guys, that's fine. You guys carefully make your way down the pathway to the walk, to the boulevard leading towards the middle of this area. All around you swirls the birds. It's actually becoming hard to hear each other over the sheer volume of their cries. And periodically you see tufts of feathers and other less pleasant substances splatter to the ground next to you. As you make your way carefully down towards the center. Are you guys just going openly, or are you attempting to do any kind of stealth?
I think let's go openly.
So I don't think there is anything really to stealth on. So, and plus, we're going to be like, "Hey, we have this thing, and you probably want to slot into this thing. Don't murder us, please."
All
so
right.
Openly.
Mackleby, you like nature. Why don't you come up front with me? I'll hold the gem. You do the speakies. Just tell it that we come in peace.
Alrighty. You make your way carefully down, passing several statues. It's gonna make it rough.
Oh, statues.
Swig them potions, boys.
Is there?
Yeah,
anything...
well, I'm assuming we've swigged all the potions.
Yeah, we're already taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything
My
recognizable
potion is
about
on
the
ready.
statues?
What about the statues?
Do we recognize them? Are they carrying any like insignias or anything?
Make an investigation roll for me.
Can I do that also?
Yeah, all of you are welcome to.
What the fuck? 11 again. 19.
Natural 20.
You see a variety of different clothing styles from different periods in history. It looks like some of them have been here for quite a while, judging by the weathering. A few of them have bits of moss growing on them. A couple of them have got legs or arms broken off roughly, tumbled in the ground next to them.
Wait, that's my great uncle Olaf!
You think so? But yeah, no, you don't see anybody immediately recognizable. You don't see any insignia that you recognize. You do see one gentleman who's wearing a robe with what appears to be a symbol of Wooktiers, but it's a very antiquated style that it's been pressed in. It doesn't look like anything that you've seen before that anybody contemporary wears. It's the kind of thing you'd see in a museum. All right, okay. So everybody put your models down for me, starting at the top here, and then we'll make our way gently down.
Where the fuck? Oh, there is.
Just for reference, every 2 squares, you're looking at about 30 feet of movement.
So
it's quite a distance.
Me and Mac up front, yeah. Mac and me.
Yeah. Mac and me. All right, so you guys are leading in front, about 30 feet ahead of the rest of the guys, or less. Okay. All right. So.
Wait. So the front is the narrow bit.
Yeah, it narrows towards the center here, which is where the tree is.
The 3 of us are back here.
Mm-hmm.
Mackleby's at the front because
he likes nature.
Oh, okay.
And he can talk good to nature.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm happy with that.
I like the dress's fingers upside down. Oh, there we go.
It's because he was drinking heavily.
Button. I couldn't remember.
His head slightly upside down.
I could actually just whisper to things. I don't know if I need to necessarily be up front.
All right. So you guys make your way down gently, and before long, you guys hear the heavy sound of very large wings cutting through the air somewhere above you.
I'm looking.
Make a perception check for me.
I'm not looking.
Are we all doing perception checks or just Colvar and Maccabee?
If you want, if you guys are looking around.
16.
Oh, that was almost an 8.
You don't spot anything. And then it comes to your attention that there's a gap in the swarm of birds around you that's moving across the sky, almost directly towards you guys. But you can see straight through it.
I point up at a bird
Goddamn phone call.
and whisper,
Hey, Birdie, what's going on?
Tweet, 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 tweet.
I have the ability to speak to small animals.
You hear exactly that. Which leads you to believe that that is not a actual bird.
Well,
It may be a construct of some kind.
I don't think those are real birds. They don't respond with any intelligence.
That's gruesome.
As you guys make your way down the road, I'd like for you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Roll a d10 by the toe. Berkey. Initiative orders for me, please.
9.
17.
14.
17 for Kolvar. 14 for Elros. 9 for Druss. 12 for Burke. And how much did Maccabee roll?
5.
5. Magalbear. Creature. Where's my d20? What is this motherfucker's there? Things. Dex plus 3. Oh, that's fucking awful. Alrighty. Kolvar, you barely have enough time to react before an enormous form slams into Burke, becoming visible as it grasps him by the torso with its claws. As you see a large owl-like creature, almost as if it was carved from stone and brass, but yet somehow still biological, just land on Burke and try and rip him up with his talons and try and pick him up into the air. Creature is going to get one attack against Le Burke. Burke, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Is it like a dangerous thing? Like an unseen thing for me?
Well, it was invisible.
Yep, so it's unseen. I got advantage.
All right. Roll your reflex save, please. Your dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
It is better.
So my
That's your
dex
dex
is
bonus.
+2, yeah, so it's 9.
It's
And
9.
did
Do you have advantage? Do you have proficiency on your dex saving throws or not?
No, dex and it's still +2.
and the +1 you get from your ring.
It's for my dex. I got 14.
Oh, you already added it. All right. Okay, wham! Creature lands down on top of you. Let me see if I can actually just load it up, because for some reason this thing's being a pain in the ass again. It doesn't want to let me load stuff. Don't know. Oh, that was so close.
Oh,
I accidentally
yeah, and
almost
+1.
did the thing.
So,
I'm just going to use this for now.
So sorry, it's +1. I got
All
the
right.
ring. So it's 10.
All right. So this motherfucker lands on Burke. Whop. Try and take a big old chunk out of him. And then here we go. Let's see. So single attack. Claws at Burke. Talons. So that's +7.
Can I rage as a, instinct?
Can in a moment. 40. Okay, so it makes 18 points of damage as the creature's talons just rip through your chest, scarring you, and then it pushes off the ground and flies up 30 feet into the air before flipping around and then looking down at you guys. Kolvar, your turn. You can act normally because you have advantage on initiative and all that good shit.
Okay.
Pump that shit full of arrows, Ranger!
No. I'm just gonna hold up the paradox and point it at it to try and show it.
You see a gleam of green white light shine in its eyes, and you hear a stone voice grate out, "Destroy the intruders."
Alright, shit's bad.
Go, Kolvar! Run!
I'm actually, instead of running, can I just fucking jump as far as I can in a horizontal fashion?
Honestly, if you dash, you're gonna get further.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Remember, every 2 squares is 30 feet.
Alright, I'm just gonna dash then.
Okay, so you're gonna start hauling ass towards this guy.
So dash is double movement, so that's like 70 feet.
Yep.
Yay!
Alrighty. Elros, your turn. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot to do that earlier. Well, I guess I'm not doing it now. Mage armor, and I want to move away from the rest of it just so we don't clump up. Some other so 2 scars is 30 feet. So over here.
And where are you looking while you're doing this?
Towards here, where
okay, just not looking directly at the creature.
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. Perke, you are bleeding profusely from this thing, having taken a nice chunk out of your chest. What are you doing to do?
I scream at the mother guy, "Motherfucker!"
Alright.
And I think about my... yeah, and I... Sorry. Little coughing here, sorry. So how far is it away from me?
It's about 30 feet in the air.
Away from me.
Hanging above you guys.
It's a large creature.
It's very large.
So I'm not going to pull that
It's
thing close to me.
huge, in fact, put it that way.
So I'm not going to be pulling this thing close to me.
I sincerely doubt it.
Yeah.
Burke, what is Burke doing?
I enrage, and I take one of my javelins and throw it at him.
Alright, so are you looking directly at the creature?
Yep. No, I'm not looking at it. I'm looking, I'm not aiming that well.
So it's disadvantage on the attack. Go for me. Wham!
I thought
Throwing
we
up a
had
javelin.
resistance to being turned to stone.
So
You most certainly do.
I mean, you
10
can look
plus
at it.
7, so
You're good.
17.
You rolled the 17, so yeah.
Yeah, no, that was disadvantage. The first one was 10.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get you. Yep, you still hit. Roll damage. Plus
2
strength,
damage,
right?
yay!
It's a
Plus-
strength-based weapon, so...
Yeah, plus 4.
Alright, don't you get damage bonus for raging?
Yeah, so it's plus 2 more.
So 2 plus 6 is 8. Alright, shonk! Javelin pierces into the creature's hide. Druss! What is Druss doing?
I'm sorry about this, but I can't remember did my axe have anything special with it? I used it
No.
so little last week that I actually
It's
can't
just
remember.
a very, very lightly, oddly constructed weapon.
Okay, so there's no
magical.
bonuses. Okay, that's
no,
fine.
it's no bonuses.
I'm going to chuck it at its foot.
Alright. Are you looking to locate the creature? You pierce glancing away.
I want to look only at its foot, at its back foot, far away from its eyes.
Alright. It's okay, sure. Let's see that. Make an attack roll. So you're just throwing the weapon up at the creature, right?
Yep.
Alright.
And so, sorry, for attacks, I add the strength and the proficiency bonuses.
That's correct.
Then it's a 17.
That's a hit.
Yay!
I think I know what you want to do, and this makes me sad.
That's a 7 and plus a 4, so that's 11.
11 points of damage. Alright, axe goes. Thunk! Slams into the creature's back foot and stays.
I have one question. My Gauntlets of Returning.
Yes.
I go to the axe rather than the axe come to me.
No, you'd have to actually run and jump to try and grab the axe.
Oh, that makes me so
Fly.
sad. Okay. Well, then I'm going to just call the axe back.
Alright. Axe back in your hand. You want to make another attack?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's 9. That doesn't do jack.
Thunk, 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 thunk. Doesn't hit anything. Alright.
One other question, sorry. When an axe comes back to me, does it fly back in a straight line, or is it just magically poof and then back?
No,
poof?
it just reappears
Okay,
back in
that's
your
fine.
hands. Alright. Mackleby. What is Mackleby going to do?
I've got a question here. So is this something that a beast that could be charmed?
No, it's not a beast.
Okay.
Is it a dragon?
Nope.
It's a construct.
I've got to ask.
It is classified as a monstrosity.
It's an abomination. Kill it.
I was wondering because I can attempt to charm it if it's got sentience.
No, it does
I think
not.
you should just blast it.
Okay.
It has not indicated any intelligent thought so far.
I will hex it.
Alright,
Again.
bonus action hex.
Reflex saves.
Alright. And you're doing this by what? Just like glancing at the thing's foot kind of thing?
Yes.
Alright.
And I will shoot 2 force bolts at it, I suppose.
It's up to you. Alright. So, roll your attacks.
That's a 10.
So 1 hit.
That's an after 20.
What is this one, the 17?
No, that's the evil die that is to be ignored.
Oh, okay then. Alright, so it's 1 hit, and it's a crit, you say, huh?
Yep.
Alright, so roll your 2d10s, and then add the charisma bonus and all that good stuff.
So that's 7 plus charisma bonus is 10.
10 in total, alright? And you're
Yeah.
trying to move the creature away from you guys, eh? Or what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, no, how do crits work? I've never critted in this game.
So, you have. You just double the dice. So, normally you would roll 1d10 for each beam. In this particular case, you roll 2d10 because it was a crit.
So the 10
That's
missed?
it.
The 10
The
missed?
10 missed, that's correct.
Yep, and I'm going to push him away from us.
Alright, so you push him a little bit backwards from you guys. Alright. Creature's turn. Creature is going to... Who's standing closest here? It's Elros. Creature is going to swoop down and slam into the ground in front of you, kicking up a cloud of dust. Lower its head and try and bite at you, Letty.
Okay.
Would like for you to make a reflex saving throw for me, please.
Nat 20.
Goddamn, you managed to just like rip your gaze away from it in time to avoid staring in its face as you feel the jaws close around you. What's your armor class at the moment?
15.
15. 12 plus 7 is 19. Okay, you feel the jaws close around you and you take 22 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then, with its extra attack, brings up one of its talons and rakes it upwards while it attempts to hold you in place. 7 plus 7 is 14. You said your armor class was?
15.
15, okay. Second one, claws miss as it somehow gets in its own way. Alrighty. That would be the Strix done. Drus. Did I skip the Strix? I did skip the Strix. Shit. Oh
Yeah.
well, it's fine. Mackleby, Skan, Kolvar.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Like you said, the paths are all kind of overgrown and shit, yeah.
Mhm.
Would this count as light foliage?
Next to the path, like on either side of it, in the brushwood.
Oh, that's too. Nah, it's too much of a detour. A dash.
Alrighty, so you just carry on hauling more ass.
All at Elros.
Make that thing levitate.
Okay, Kolvar is done dashing. Elros, what are you doing?
Well, how heavy does this thing look? That's something I want to quickly estimate without looking into its eyes.
It's a huge creature. It looks pretty damn heavy.
Yeah, no, levitation's probably not going to work.
Look, the whole thing looks like it's built out of like brass and stone, with pulsing veins running through the actual metal, and so tons, maybe more.
The levitation for making it so it can't fly.
Yeah, but levitate can only carry 500 pounds. So I'm going to assume that also works in reverse. This thing can lift itself. It's probably can lift more than 500 pounds.
Ah, what a silly limitation. I can make anything fly, right? But you can't make anything.
Well, any creature. You can't use flight on inanimate objects because they have to be able to will themselves to fly.
Yeah, no.
Those are advantages.
Mm-hmm.
So, Elros, what are you doing?
I'm thinking. So it's currently on the ground, is it? Or
yes,
is it
it's in front of you. It has just taken a nibble out of you.
Okay. No, fuck that. So I'm not in melee range currently.
Yes, you very much are.
No, pretty much all my things. I do not want to be here, so I'm just going to disengage and fuck off.
Alright, disengage and move backwards.
Yeah.
Alright.
Around there, it's 30 feet? Probably, yeah, I don't have anything that can...
Burke, what are you doing?
How far is that thing away from me now?
At the moment, say about 40 feet away from you at the moment.
How high?
It's on the ground at the moment in front of Elros.
I'm charging it, and I'm raging, and I got all my attacks on it.
Alright, first I'd like for you to make dexterity saving throw to avoid glancing at the creature.
+2, 21.
Very nice. Okay, so you run up to the creature, bring down your hammer and attempt to strike the creature with great vengeance and furious anger. Roll them dices for me.
27, 26.
Next attack.
Petrol 20.
And you're pressing the flip button.
Well, I'm pressing the... Oh. Yeah, sorry.
Alright, just roll the next one is fine.
21.
21's hits, and the last one?
10.
10. Okay, the last one. Okay, so wham, wham! Hammer of slimes into the creature itself, into its thick, scaly, stone-like hide. So, roll your damage for the first hit, and for the second hit.
That's 8 plus 6. So
14.
it's 14.
Alright.
And that's 7. So it was... okay. 7 plus 6, 13.
13. Alright, so it's 14 and 13, so it's 27 points of damage. Alright, wham, wham! Hammer into the creature. Alright, that's Burke's turn. In the Strix's turn, it's going to use its Petrifying Gaze ability. When a creature that can see the Strix starts its turn within 30 feet, you can force it to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So, since Burke is the one who has just most grievously injured it, Burke, I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, with advantage because of the potion.
Sorry, it was 2 dice.
It's fine.
With advantage, right?
Yes. What was your first roll?
6. No,
Okay,
it was...
doesn't matter, you rolled 18. Alrighty, so you passed the Constitution saving throw, so that's no problem at all. Okay, so that's that creature. So and then
Kill it with fire!
It's going to make its attacks. 21 for the first attack, and 19 for the second attack.
Both hits.
Both hits. Alright. Please bear in mind I'm giving you the numbers without having them, so you'll have to do that yourself. First hit, take 22 points of damage. And the second one, you take 9.
Fucking hell.
Remember, you halve those, so.
I know.
Alrighty. That's the Strix's turn done. Drus, your turn. What are you doing?
Two questions. One question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Petrifying Gaze a spell he has to cast, or is it just you look into his eyes and you start turning to stone?
It's not it's a spell-like ability, put it that way.
But it's not like I choose now to cast the spell.
No, it's just like innate feature of its biology.
I'm going to try and do something which could be stupid, but I'm going to try anyway.
Okay.
I want to cast Vicious Mockery on it to get its attention, to get it to look at me.
All right, what are you saying?
I close my eyes, but reflect its gaze back at it with my mirror shield.
I'm sorry, before you finish. Do you remember the second attack? It was 22
9.
was the first?
9. So 4.
I know. 11 and 4.
Mm-hmm. So 15 total. All right, so cast... well, first what you need to do for me is make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, you're doing it with your eyes closed. Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, so eyes closed. All right, so Vicious Mockery. So what are you saying?
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen, and I'm going to murder you.
Vicious.
Vicious. So dwarf-like.
Vicious.
All right, and you've got your eyes closed and what? You're holding up the shield in front of your face.
I'm holding the shield up in front of my face. I'm going to try and get it to look at itself.
All right. Make and it must make a wisdom saving throw, right?
It's a wisdom saving throw. I just double checked. It's actually not DC 10. It's DC. I suppose it's my DC save, my spell save DC. Is that it?
Yes. So it's only 8 plus proficiency plus your casting stat, which is charisma.
So it's 12.
12. All right. So let's see. Creature rolls. 6 plus what is its wisdom saving throw? Oh wow, it's not wise. Okay. All right. It fails. It's
so
8.
it takes 2d4 damage, and it's now disadvantaged on its next round.
All right. On attacks. Okay.
Yep.
Takes the 2 damage. All right. So you have thoroughly got its attention. Creature looks at the shield and has to make a saving throw. Oh, fuck you!
Did you win?
Oh god, it's got a con save of +4, so +5 is 9 against DC 15. You guys see the creature slowly stop moving as the mechanical parts and the veins slowly turn into stone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you hear it settle with creak and stop moving.
So, wait, what did it do?
Let's turn around. Well, that was trivial.
Fuck all of you.
What did that shield do?
It reflects
Fuck all of
spells.
you.
Griffin said
It's
IamGamer.com.
And it's shiny. Notice the second part of the paragraph. If the Strix sees itself reflected on a polished surface within 30 feet of it and in an area of bright light, the Strix is affected by its own gaze. I'm kind of
that's
annoyed
awesome.
right now.
That's awesome.
I'm so annoyed right now.
The petrification lasts until the creature is freed by the creator restoration spell or other magic, so it can't feed itself either. It's not a, like, oh lord.
So we could just hack this thing up now if we wanted, to stop it ever coming back.
Pretty
well,
much.
we don't need to. Who the fuck would cast Greater Restoration on a giant fucking
You
owl?
never know. You never know.
Bert could just start smashing it to pieces.
You don't need to. Just leave it there.
Fuck you, man.
That's settled.
That's what happened.
Okay.
I was
As the Strix-
sitting here going, I wonder if I could do something fancy. And then I was, wait, I have a mirror shield.
You're all horrible people. As you guys see the creature turn to stone, the entire
Oh,
valley falls silent. The
Oh.
screeching of the birds around you disappearing, and now you just hear the whirring sound of millions of wings.
Wouldn't it just
above you.
actually? Wouldn't it fall and shatter itself?
It's on the floor.
It was on the ground when you guys were fighting it.
So Mike like clunk on its head, but you know.
Sure, it clanks on its head. Fuck you, I do what I want.
That's some good balance.
Oh
Damn
yeah,
right.
that is.
That is fantastic. Let's go put the rock in the thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
You make your way carefully down the road towards this little central clearing where it's got a little raised now that you're on level with it and not looking at it from above, you can see it's got like a little raised stone platform with a little set of steps, no more than 5 feet up, onto what looks like almost like a gravestone in the middle of it. The stone itself carved with the symbol of a tree, which branches spreading out towards the sun. But above each branch, you see like little triangles, almost as if indicating sunlight. The tree itself, with the crystals embedded in it, has got bright red leaves. And on top of this stone, you see a indent in the shape of the gem that you guys have carried with you now for so many days.
Hold it up. Well,
Wait.
What?
That thing didn't breathe fire, though.
Well, it didn't really have the chance, did it?
That's true, you're probably right. Oh well, let's put that goddamn thing in.
It sure did make things into stone, though.
That is true, that's very true.
These are really shitty trees.
It's good enough.
It wasn't any fire.
Shitty beef, too. Shitty beef.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so basically it's got a little set of stairs.
Fire, it's even better for us to just get this gem slot in before it arrives as well, so...
Yep.
Alrighty. So you guys step onto the stone platform.
Yep. I take the gem out. And here goes nothing. Plug that bitch in.
Alrighty. It starts with a low, growling, rumbling sound. And the jewels embedded in the trees themselves start to flare with a pale green inner light. Reminds you of the scent of summer, of rain, of warm winds. And the entire platform starts to slowly descend downwards, and downwards, and downwards. And instead of finding darkness, you find the walls themselves start lighting up, embedded with these self-same green jewels. And as you descend down and down and deeper into this thing, you start going faster and faster. And eventually the wind is whipping past you as you fall almost towards the bottom. Before the platform unexpectedly stops, arresting your fall, somehow dispersing the inertia, stopping you from stumbling. And you look across a vast lake, lit from within. All around you, you see the water move every now and then, as if it's disturbed by the ripples of something moving beneath it. The interior is made of pale stone, thick with overgrown plant life. Pale green crystals are embedded in the walls around you, many of them wrapped in branches, having grown around them, embracing them. The circular elevator descends into this enormous cavern below. The area forming almost a park-like receiving area. Broken white flagstones form paths that go away from this elevator that stretch into the distance. Viewing them from above as you come down, they look almost like veins running through this area. You can hear the soft lap of the water against stone. And now the water itself starts to glow with a soft green ambient light that all these stones give off. And as you arrive, you see a flicker of light above the dais. And you see the image of a man form. It looks very much like a older Zariman, wearied, wearing a robe. And you hear him go, "I am Vigil. Welcome."
Hi, I'm Lackaby.
You see the image flicker again, and those of you who have been at the palace now realize that this is an illusion, much like the system you guys used to view the dwarf Jukta's forces outside of the castle walls. The image looks at you, and for a moment, nothing happens, and it flickers almost as if with static. and you hear, caretakers. The waters of the lake await the paradox. The call must be answered.
What do we need to do with the paradox?
See the image flicker again, almost like it's rewinding the message.
Just thinking
The
about
waters
the
of
word
the lake
paradox makes
await the paradox.
I
The
unplug.
call must be answered.
I unplug the paradox and like, how like high up are we from the water? Can I like, can I reach the water?
Water is probably about 20 feet below you. You can just drop it off the side, or you can jump off the edge, or.
I don't want to jump into water. I don't like water.
How do we answer the call?
Berg, hold this, and I'll hand him the end of some rope, and then I'll tie the rope to me and lower myself down.
All right. You lower yourself down to just before the surface of the water. What would you like to do?
Like
touch the water with the stone.
Yeah, just yeah. I don't want to let go of it. I just want to touch it, just the tip.
Just the tip. You touch the surface of the water with a jewel, and immediately bright green light flares within your hands from this jewel. And you feel a gentle tugging, like the water is trying to pull the stone towards it.
I let go.
You let go of it, and as the stone drops beneath the surface of the water, it goes deeper, deeper, deeper. And as it goes deeper, you can see the light itself flaring brighter and brighter and brighter until the entire lake is lit up. And then you feel almost a sigh of force expand out from this thing, passing over it and through all of you, leaving you mostly, almost momentarily breathless. Those of you standing above your vigil, the call has been answered.
Well, that's
Now
not
what?
all.
You hear a grinding, booming sound from deep beneath you
I'm climbing
as
back
the
up
walls
rope.
themselves start shaking gently. And you see Vigil flicker in place again. Caretakers. And it's phrased as a question.
Yeah. You ever wonder why he can speak our language?
No.
I do. Keeps
Yes,
me up at
Vigil?
night.
Caretakers.
Yes.
It appears to be a pre-recorded message keyed to certain words.
Yes, we are the caretakers.
Yeah. Vigil.
As you say that, it flickers again, and you see the same man. This time dressed somewhat differently, looking a little bit more tired, a little bit more wearied, almost as if this illusionary image was created at a later time.
Oh, sadness.
Welcome to the fortress. Please state your desires.
Ultimate power.
You should probably not say that.
Sberk, you say that?
No.
Hmm?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Don't.
All right. What does Mackleby say? Come on, guys.
Well, we were here literally to help out the king, right? That's why we came.
You guys brought the jewel at the behest of Zariman.
Well, so Mackleby will say that.
We have brought the jewel at the behest of Zariman.
Zariman. You see the image flicker for a moment. And then you see an image of somebody that looks kind of like Zariman, probably a relative of his. Older, far more distinguished looking gentleman wearing very ornate robes in an archaic style, with white robes with green trim. Zariman, one of the creators.
Yes.
Don't ask keywords.
You guys hear another rumble And you see the pale green crystals embedded in the walls flare a little bit brighter.
I mean, the thing was made to like restore the orcs to their like former orcishness.
As you say, orcs.
Oh god, what have I done?
You see the image flicker again. The call to war has been answered. The orcs are coming.
Oh god,
Oh,
no.
what?
Arbitrary magic.
It's not
Magics.
arbitrary.
As you say, magic. You hear it go. The fortress magical defenses are currently online. Anti-scrying measures, non-detection, and contingency spells have all been activated. Protection from conjuration magic classified as Cloud Kill, Stinking Cloud, and Mind Cloud have been provided by the construction itself, diluting and metabolizing harmful magics into the surrounding area. Areas may be independently purged of illusionary magic, including invisibility on demand. Magic circles may also be deployed anywhere within the fortress to assist in dealing with extra-dimensional entities.
About? I will reward.
About? Query incomplete.
About Fortress. Just throwing things out here. I'm not sure nothing will work.
As you say that, Fortress. Fortress specification. Fortress 60 kilometers across with multiple levels, capable of housing a population of 200,000, providing sustenance, sanitation, and housing. One floor is dedicated to the stasis chambers in which the armed forces sleep.
Status, armed forces.
20,000 awakened trolls, 4,000 Waven troll riders, 5 adult forest green dragons, 500 thorn giants, 3,000 moss dog trackers and scouts, 1,000 vine wisp messengers, 500 battlebriar siege engine. In addition to these forces, vast stores of seeds are held to grow moss blights and twig blights for an additional foot soldiers. Current growth estimate puts us at 100 per day once the process has started. In addition, the armed forces other defensive features, the forces also boast its own teleportation circle. Fortress is capable of flight, 40 miles per day.
What is the purpose of the fortress?
Flickers again for a moment.
Just pipes in quickly. Vigil, I claim the Sunwell Fortress.
That is
correct.
my
right as a protector.
That is correct. The Guardians who bring the stone are the vanguard of the Sunwell.
Well, I guess we just got a new job.
Sorry, lady, what was the last thing you asked?
What is the purpose of the fortress?
The fortress is the fortress of life. It is the last resort of all sentient species, should the gods decide to destroy the world again.
Oh, Vigil, we're gonna go fight Wooktius.
So we got this fortress to kill gods with.
Who were the last gods to attack the world?
5 known gods. Let me just pull up my info quickly.
That's some gods that we probably never heard about, right?
Surtanar, Tataran, Yaldir, Wodim, Wooktius.
So Wooktius is dead?
No, Wooktius is still alive. That's the thing.
These are all the gods that attacked the worlds?
Insufficient information. World-ending event occurred approximately 50,000 cycles ago.
Definition of length of cycle.
Length of cycle, 1 standard solar day. Times 365.
Wow, 50,000 years.
Wooktius, can you provide me with a weapon with which to kill a god? Not Wooktius, sorry, Vigil. Yeah, my brain.
Automated fabrication facilities for both magic and mundane items exist. Siege equipment, weaponry, and logistical support can be manufactured from the stores held here. Once the fortress is fully active, it can also start producing additional materials at roughly 1 ton per week. The Waters of Life can imbue a weapon with the ability to siphon away divine energies.
Fantastic.
The outer walls have been hardened against disintegration magic, transmutation magic, and boast a thickness of 40 meters.
Wukdius, I mean not Wukdius, why am I brain? What am I doing? Vigil, what would it take to bring the orcs back up to normal sentience?
The Sunwell is already activated and the process is currently active.
Please bring the Sunwell back online and do what needs to be done to collect the orcs for us.
By your will.
Estimated
You
time
see
of
the
completion.
area flicker a little bit and the pale green crystals
Burkis
brighten a little bit.
has no idea what's going on.
Estimated time for completion.
Fortress would take approximately 2 days to come to full operation. Stores of iron, platinum, gold, steel, zinc, mithril, adamantine, ironwood, silver, and he goes on ad nauseam, are all currently in storage.
Oh, and Vigil, we're expecting there might be company coming, so do you mind just shutting all the doors except for when the orcs arrive?
Very well. You see the platform that you guys are standing on, the inner part of it rotate out, flare open, and then start moving upwards, back up the way that you guys came in.
You guys realize we just became a nation.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's good.
I think, Vigil, if you can give us a rundown of the last war, if you have that in your banks, that would be useful.
Last war did not occur. Creator Zariman plus Conclave assembled after discovering previous cycle's destruction. Fortress built as a failsafe in case the next cycle occurs.
Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily want to turn this all the way up.
It's too late. I've already got the lever, and it's at 11. 11. Okay. Vigil, can you please explain to us what a cycle is or stands for?
Cycle is 1 year of your time.
No, but you said no previously when it was like there was no
Cycle
war,
of
but they identified the
extinction.
cycle.
Extinction cycle clarification.
Yes.
Reason for cycle unknown. Do know that 14 previous cycles have occurred.
Hmm.
Do you have history of the 5 gods that this was this fortress was built in order to fight?
Normal gods. Already asked.
Yeah, I know that, but he might. I mean, it's like 50,000 years. He might know if they were always gods, if they just arrived here. How
Clarification. Entities classified as gods because it's closest thing to sentient understanding. Indications are that at least 3 of them did not exist with previous extinction cycle.
I wonder if you have to kill lots of people to become a god, or if just the fights that happen when someone wants to become one are really bad.
Information unknown.
Well, guys, I'm happy to say we have a fortress. Yay!
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and shit got dark fast.
What's gonna happen? You don't.
Griffin
guys are
said
thinking too small.
docs.google.com.
When I said we
Fun.
just
There's the technical specs for it.
became a nation, we're gonna have to deal with all of the 5 cities.
I think
I'm not gonna lie, Gus.
I think stealth might be a good idea at this moment.
And that's where we're in for this week.
Yay!
Okay, yeah.
Okay, boys, we Mass Effect now.
Yeah.
Mass Effect now. Fuck,
That's
are we
awesome.
We got ourselves our Normandy.
Well, listen, Normandy more than... Yeah. It's not exactly the most mobile thing in the world.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
So, thoughts and ideas?
I'm
This is
kind of
something. This
I'm
is
kind of
something.
scared. Yeah.
Too much responsibility.
It just became a national power.
Griff, on a scale of 1 to 10, how annoyed are you at Jafar?
You have to give me huge props for that.
You do.
Because that was fantastic.